Hello there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to our TGIF Talks, episode 147. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep.
We're cranking through these.
Join my co-host, Anonymous Phil.
Yeah, I'm still here.
We are cranking through these. You know, one a week, so
We're at like 150 pretty soon.
It'll be a break. Took one back in June, a break. Well, I had big brain idea to save myself from having to do so much work.
Oh yeah?
I decided I would do a short on every element.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
So
the most basic atom in the universe.
So now it's like I don't have to think. I can just make a video, it goes up, and we move on.
Okay.
And so I started that today.
So today was hydrogen?
Yeah. There'll be some repeats because you have beryllium and calcium right here. So, you know, in 3 days we'll be back to beryllium again already.
You gotta do one in every country. That'll get you like 194 right there.
Oh my god, if we're still doing this at 194 days.
You could get all the other little countries that, you know, kind of matter. Like,
Kind of matter?
Yeah, like Kashmir and Kosovo.
Kashmir's not a country.
Well, you know, they're trying.
No. that's there's some geopolitics.
Taiwan's kind of another iffy one.
They're only iffy according to China and like the enemies of the American state.
Because I don't think they're officially recognized by the United Nations.
Kind of, sort of, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, they meet all the definitions.
They're a kind of country.
But they meet all the definitions.
Yeah. What? They have a bank and a government?
I don't think bank is even one of the definitions. Actually, I know it's not because
you don't need to have currency?
I don't think the Vatican has currency. And I'm pretty sure Zimbabwe doesn't use...
They just trade.
I don't know what they... No, they just have countries donate them money.
You give your presents and they give you blood.
What?
And they give you body.
Oh. Yeah, that's the transaction. No, and then Zimbabwe doesn't even use Zimbabwe money. They use everyone else's money because their economy...
Their currency is,
was.
About that.
Was. It's no longer in existence. Zimbabwe money doesn't exist. Holy crap, we're halfway through August, and my calendar's still set to July. I'll have to do that after this. Oh, boy.
Oh, damn, it's the 20th?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't realize it was the 20th.
August is zipping by.
What happened to June?
Gone. Reduced to atoms. So yesterday, I started working on the supersonic ping pong cannon, or I was going to anyways.
Yeah, you get a nice little boom?
No, I bought more things. I haven't done anything, but I bought more things. See, I went to
Menards.
Menards, and I went to Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought they had like a bicycle pump that went to like 300 psi for some known reason.
Yeah.
When I got there, I only found one that went up to 170, which is still a stupid amount, and like no electric pump
Can
goes
you just
that
get like
high.
2 of those and hook them up to each other, like in series?
That's not how that works.
So you know, one's pumping the pressure of the other one. So you can have like 340.
That's not how that works.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Because I mean, okay. No, that doesn't work.
No.
Because it's all about the seals of the pump.
You just seal it better.
I don't know how to do that. Issue with these. So I was like, well, I'll try and go on Amazon and find one. But then I realized, I'm like, I don't need to go 200 PSI. That's just stupid. 170 is more than enough to do, I'm sure, to do what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'll just go back there. Not this weekend. It's too goddamn fucking hot. Maybe next weekend, or I don't know when. I'll go back and get it. Issue is it only hooks up to Schrader valves. So, but the issue is I don't have a way to hook up Schrader valves. So now I need to look up. I wonder if I can find 1/4 to 1/4
to 3/8
male to. How do you spell Schrader valve? Oh, look at that. That doesn't look like a... Is that really? Is that really a Schrader valve? Please note, thread size is a normal pipe. It does not set the actual diameter, blah, 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 blah.
Here's your dimensions.
But is this an actual Schrader valve?
I don't know what a Schrader valve is.
Well, you put on a bicycle pump.
This is Schrader valve.
It doesn't look like a Schrader valve, though. Because when they show this part, you should... They purposefully don't show the inside.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, you can see. Go back. Go back.
No, but they don't show you the inside of this. The small part, which is where the actual Schrader valve is. Mm. And I need to see inside there to show that it actually is a Schrader valve. And not just a bit for a Schrader valve. See, this is an actual Schrader valve.
Oh, because that's a little thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so buy that one.
Well, I got to make sure...
Well, that's a 1/8.
Well, no. Is it 1/8 to 1/8?
No, this is 1/8.
10 mils. 0.4 inches. That's half. It's probably fine.
Kind of half, yeah, I suppose.
That's
a metric one. Don't you need an English one?
True. It says with 12 Luckwell valve, 2-piece. Oh, here we go. This looks more like it. It's got a longer nipple on it, but that'll be fine. Yeah. Now the question is, what PSI? See, max working pressure 150 PSI.
It'll probably work.
Till it doesn't.
You just need one good test out of it, right? One big boom.
What? No, I'd like to reuse, not just use it once and it dies. That's less than desirable.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. Oh my God.
We took a 15-minute dump. I got 15 minutes worth of house watching in.
That's about right. That's normal. Yeah.
Look, they already delivered your thing while you're on there so long.
This is what I already have. But I had an idea. So the Schrader valve doesn't...
Does this work too?
300 PSI.
Oh, that's why you want to get 300?
Actually, I can't even go that high. Because for whatever reason, somehow the steel pipe, and I'll show you what I bought from Menards.
You have two systems on there?
Yeah, bars.
Inch pounds and kilograms per centimeter squared.
It's PSI.
And they also have PSI.
Yeah. What I thought about
pounds per square inch and bars. Why don't they call it like
Sure.
like kilograms per centimeter squared?
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it says that's what they should call it.
Wow, these are expensive. Well, I wonder what they mean by high pressure. Oh, here we go. Three stainless steels, valve cores, equipped.
See more product details.
Blah, 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 blah.
I think you need to go down.
What's the pressure rating?
Go down.
Can't just...
Keep going down. It's down here. Go down, right here.
It's not. How can you advertise a valve and not give a pressure rating? Bad, rough threads in both ends, not... It doesn't even give you a freaking pressure rating. Chinese, great. God only knows what that means.
It's Chinese.
God only knows what that means. I want a one-way valve. Isn't Chinese. Thank you, Amazon.
You don't think the Chinese make good valves?
I'm sure they do. I'm not spending 34. Fine, 150 psi. God, if that's what it is.
That's 6,000 psi. That'll do.
Was this even meant? Is this even meant for
I think that'll work.
oil, gas, not meant for air?
6,000 psi. That ought to work.
Yeah, God only knows what that means for trying to punch air in. If you can, what the minimum pressure threshold is for that? 1,000 psi. Maybe a different time. But the thing is, right, like, the steel was only rated to, like, 234 psi or something stupid. And I'm like, what? No, please don't.
I think I could hit it.
Hit what?
Well, I will, like, scare it.
Please don't. I don't know. I'll have to do some Amazon searching to see what I can and cannot find for one-way valves, but it would just replace this part here. I pulled this off.
That is a bad seal?
No, it's just not a valve. No, cause see, the thing is, because the thing about the pump is, you know, it only works with a Schrader valve or a one-way valve. Because if you did it like this, you'd pump, you'd go to pull up, it would just spit right back out. Unless every time you went and closed the valve.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But then you can't. But then you have to like open it and push down at the same time. It doesn't. It wouldn't. No.
No.
There's a reason why you use a check valve.
Okay.
Or a Schrader valve in this case. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But, you know, that is a future me issue. Christ. I don't know how accurate this thing is anymore.
Why, you dropped it?
Well, it's probably been dropped. It's sat in my dad's shop for 6 years now.
It can't be that off, can it?
I don't know. I built it. I used this and built it back in high school. For the giant potato gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I cannibalized parts out of it. Like a real maker. You're going to cannibalize your old creations to make new, better creations.
I see.
You know, those potatoes probably went... Oh, wait, what did we calculate? You know, like what? 100 miles an hour at the most we ever got?
Oh, yeah, we did do it, something like that.
Yeah, with giant error bars.
Giant error bar. Yeah, well, the problem is... We were not on level ground, and so it's hard to estimate.
You also only had 60 FPS.
Yeah, but that wasn't enough, though, to judge. The problem was whether or not we were on level ground. Because we're trying to see how far it went.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have...
Because you hit the board, and then we timed it. Oh, yeah, we did time it with the camera.
Who knows? That's.
You're
wish.
supposed to time it with, you know, like the little black and white things that.
Yeah.
And then videotape on the side of it, but that's not how we did it.
We didn't have that.
We didn't bother to make that.
We didn't have time or the money.
What do you mean? You get a piece of paper and draw out lines at, like, you know, I don't know, 10 decimeter increments.
10 decimeter increments?
It's 1 meter increments.
What? The fuck? Anyways, no, we just...
I was saying 1 meter, and then I was like, no, let's do 10 decimeter increments.
10? Do you realize how much is going to drop off in 1 decimeter? Oh, a decimeter. No, a decimeter would be alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tenth of a meter.
Yeah, that's...
But I said 10 of them, which is a meter.
Well, a decimeter would be alright. I mean, a decameter would be unreasonable.
Deca. Yeah.
That's 10 meters.
Yeah. Deca. Hecka.
Kilo.
No
one ever uses a hecameter. I wonder why.
Hecameter? Yeah.
No, they use them for hectacres, but...
Decimeter.
Hectares.
Yeah.
Which is about the only use it has. No one uses decameters. Why does nobody use decameters? We should normalize that. How fast are you going? Oh, about 12 decameters per hour. What? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That's...
Why not just say, 1.2 hecameters per hour?
No, because they... See, that's the thing, right? Meters are used all the time for physics class. Kilometers per hour are used for, normal car driving or whatever. Hectacres are used for measuring land when they don't use acres. So, why don't we use
Yeah, that's true. They
a
do.
decameter for something? I vote maybe we should use it for lawnmower speeds.
Well, yeah, that's another arbitrary thing. I don't know where it came from. 43,560 square feet in an acre. Where the hell did that number come from? I have no idea why.
That's a very Googleable answer.
Why are there 43,560 square feet in an acre?
Why is an acre... I don't know how you spell acre. That's not...
Well, it was probably a standard measurement, and then we just converted it to feet squared. Oh, it is by furlong. See, that's what I told you, 43,560. But I don't know where that number came from. I think it was probably just like, this is how big a land should be. And it just happened to be equivalent to that number.
Was defined as the area of 1 chain by 1 furlong.
Yeah, which had those units. It's ancient. It's archaic units.
Now we use 1 hectacre. An acre represented as the lower white and yellow checkered region. Acre, hectacre.
And how many hectaacres are in a square or in a section?
I don't know. You have to convert hectacres to square miles. So hectacre to
square mile. Square mile. Oh, make this one. No, you did it right. Make that one. That's
Schmuck.
not one. 259.
258.9999.
Yeah, 259.
There you go. I don't know what
Why did I need that information?
I don't know. You asked.
Oh.
You're the one that asked in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know why I need that information.
Now we know. It was something.
We just use sections and acres.
Archaic units.
Yeah, it's an archaic definition. That's why the speed of light is so weird. It came from archaic units.
Well, the speed of light's also jank because we measure it off the Earth's year, which is a jank amount of time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It's all jank.
We define a second off the Earth. We define a meter off the Earth. It's all defined off the Earth.
Which is a jank piece of hardware.
We define a weight by a piece of the Earth.
No, we don't.
Yeah, the platinum iridium, it was... What was it equal to? No, it was 1 kilogram of water or something. That was the original definition. The original definition of the kilogram.
Oh, I don't know what the original definition was.
It's an archaic thing.
Technically, it does work out to be 1 kilogram of water is equal to 1 decimeter.
I think that's what
Deciliter.
it was. I think that's what it was. Something like that.
Right? Or is it 1 liter is 1 kilogram?
There's 1,000 kilograms per meter squared.
Yeah, 1 milliliter is 1 gram. So yes, it would have been 1 liter is 1 kilogram.
Anyways, it was something. I think they defined it off of water. And then they just grabbed some hunk of metal and was like, this right here is the kilogram. This little chunk of metal. A piece of the earth is equal to 1 kilogram. That's what I'm saying. It was a piece of the earth. This piece of earth is equal to a kilogram. Okay.
And then it started changing mass, and they realized...
Yeah, well, it was within the area of fingerprints. No, it was greater than the area of fingerprints. And it was it radioactive or something, or I don't know what they were using.
Platinum and iridium, I don't
know.
know.
that was the original definition of a meter. The meter was a platinum iridium bar.
Right.
And then they're like, yeah, this is also bad.
Should have gone gold.
So then they decided to use the Planck's constant. They made a watt balance scale.
Now it's based off a silicon sphere. The smoothest object in the known universe.
No, no, it's based off the watt balance.
Well, yes, but they had to use a silicon sphere to
No,
balance
that was... No, Veritas made a video. It was one proposal, but they decided against it because it's still a solid object.
I thought they were going to use it to balance it, though.
No, they had to define gravity and all that. They had to get a gravitrometer or whatever they call it. No, they did not use the silicon sphere. There were two methods. One was the watt balance. The other was the silicon sphere.
I want that silicon sphere.
They decided against the silicon sphere because basically their method was just to count the number of atoms inside. But it's still a solid object.
That's a stupid idea.
That was their method.
The smoothest object in the known universe.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? When your civilization can be like...
Because what they say, they said if you were to make that the size of the Earth, the difference between the highest and lowest points on that sphere...
It'd be like an inch.
Was like 14 meters. No, it's the size of the Earth.
Yeah, that's what I said. It'd be like an off... I thought it was even better than that.
No, it's not an inch. It's like 14 meters. It's smaller than the difference... Way smaller than the difference between Mount Everest and...
Well, yeah. I thought it was even more precise than that.
No, 14 meters is what they said, something like that.
Well, that's not very smooth.
It's the size of the Earth. What do you expect?
I expected better. I expected them to polish that motherfucker.
And if anything, they're not going to use the inch.
Fine.
They're scientists. They're not going to use the inch.
3 centimeters. Christ. Although, truth be told, that might be within the radius of one silicon atom at that point, especially if you blow it up to the size of the Earth.
Exactly.
So it might not work at that point. What would that be?
What?
Well, you know,
how big is an atom at that scale?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Baseball?
I have no idea.
No, couldn't be that. Well,
I have no idea.
There's a lot of freaking atoms.
There is.
In that sphere.
All I know is that
we calculate it.
We could, but the other calculation that I can never get behind is that there's like a million different ways to show the proportions between the nucleus and the atom. You know, I've heard a stadium and a flea inside the stadium. I've heard a stadium and a baseball inside that stadium. I've heard a soccer stadium and the soccer ball inside that stadium. Each one's bigger than the last. How big is the nucleus?
Well, somebody might have picked... that first one, they might have picked...
They picked the world's smallest stadium, and then... Oh, yeah, it's a flea. Then they picked the average MLB stadium.
Now it's a baseball. They picked the hydrogen atom. And then the last one, they picked a cesium atom.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. But I'm just saying, it's like... Each proportion is different than the last.
Well, we just calculate it.
Yeah, you could. But see, the problem is it's a sphere of possibility. You know, it's not like this is where the electron is. It's where you're most likely to find an electron. No, you're most likely to find it within that entire sphere, not at the edge.
What a fun probability curve. It's a probability sphere.
Sphere, yes.
That's like it was like Barney when he's coming up with the chain of screaming.
It's a three-dimensional.
And he was like, "Fine, the pyramid of screaming." That's what this is. Fine, we don't want to use whatever unit we were going to use. We're going to use this.
It's a three-dimensional
sphere.
bell curve.
Ooh, how fancy! That reminds me of the time one of my econ professors. He's like, now if we plot the curve like this, he plots it on there. Now imagine if it was the size of the room, and I'm like, where are we going with this?
Where are we going with
And imagine we had another axis going this way, and we'd have these curves in these three-dimensional space.
Yes,
For
keep
this
going.
other unit.
All these undulations in space. Keep going.
Well, that's as far as he went.
Oh. What?
Well, then he was like, now imagine where you'd sit when you have to be on the production possibilities frontier. And I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
This guy
just blew my 19-year-old mind.
I wasn't 19, I was 20.
Oh, my bad.
This was my senior year.
My bad. You're a little old.
I was my senior year. Sitting there just being like, wow.
How long have we been going?
Well, we've been going 18 minutes for this part. We were at 7 before.
Okay. How much longer do we want to go?
Well, at least a half hour.
Oh, okay.
Jeesh. Such a rush all the time. Don't you just, didn't you ever get that, the vibe from Cars 1? Where sometimes you just need to slow down and just enjoy life?
Yeah, I enjoy life by watching House.
That's a waste of society.
I am a waste of society. Yes, we've been over this.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, sure. You want to say that, I suppose. I was trying to figure out, because yesterday I wanted to work on, the supersonic ping pong ball. But then I realized that...
You need more vacuum chamber clips.
No, that's done. And when I wrote this on here, I think when I shot the first intro for it, not the second intro, and now I'm on to like maybe a third or fourth intro for this video. The video mutates. The longer it takes me to do it, the more it's mutated. And, yeah. We need to do your stupid fruit thing here.
Oh, really? It's time. Is December when we film it, or that's when the video?
That's when the video goes up. You wanted fresh fruit, remember?
Oh yeah. We probably should do it now. Like, I'm probably not, I don't know about next weekend. We need to pick a weekend.
Well, it'll be 3. It has to be. If it's not next weekend, it's at least 3 weeks from now.
Oh. Couldn't do it on like a Sunday. Well, how many days do we need?
I would assume a day. I don't know why you need more than one day.
When we wanted to freeze it and then unthaw it.
Okay, you buy the fruit Saturday.
We could buy it Friday too. Friday afternoon. Friday you don't work. Oh wait, but that is next week. Next weekend you don't work.
Next weekend I work. The following weekend I'm gone, and then I work every single weekend till like October.
Oh.
So
it has to be next weekend?
Either next weekend or wait till some later into September.
How long is fruit good for? Fresh fruit?
Not 3 weeks.
So we have to do it next weekend.
Well, I mean, you can wait at least you could wait until I get back.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm saying, is fruit good? Is fruit still going to be good when you get back?
Buy it after I'm back.
What?
Buy the fruit after I'm back.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do you think it'll still be good then?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know when the hell they pick fruit. You're the one that seemed to know when they picked fruit.
I don't know when they pick fruit.
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's what I was asking.
I'm not a fruit expert. This was your video idea.
Yes, but I didn't know when. I just wanted to do it in this late summer because I figured that's when fruit's most fresh. I don't know how long it's fresh.
We're also in Nebraska. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're expecting here.
Strawberries always are better in the summer than the winter.
Well, yeah.
They're also hella expensive in the winter.
Well, that tends to happen. Yeah.
But no, I don't want to describe the video. We need to wait for the video.
Then get to work. Figure it out when the fruits are ripe.
All right. When is fruit ripe?
Not now.
Oh, not now? Okay.
On your own time.
All right.
This is not a do this now type thing. I mean, it can be, unless you don't want to watch House. But
I do.
there you go.
All right, next subject.
I think, we're at 22 minutes, which means we are now above 30 minutes, which means we are now crossed the threshold of which we need to be for a half hour. Unless you had something else.
Was that the main thing? What did you want to talk about today?
We've taught the ping pong cannon that was. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Let's see if there's
New
any
podcast
news out.
every Friday, 11 a.m. noon Central Time. As soon as I say goodnight, it's over.
Well, I haven't said goodnight.
You just did.
You haven't said. Hang on. We need to see if there's any news. See if we can.
This is not where I go for news.
Where do you go? Twitter?
Give me the
Reddit? Instagram?
look where the cursor is. Over here on the stop record.
Oh, that's where you go to look up news. How many coins did you have again?
9.
There's 3.
And good night.